Welcome to Blunt Talk Podcast with host and best-selling author Gino Arcaro. Blunt Talk Podcast is sponsored by X Fitness and Jordan Publications, publisher of Gino Arcaro's book, Soul of a Lifter. To reach your personal best, buy Gino's book, Soul of a Lifter, at Amazon.com or GinoArcaro.com.
Reject and regret. Let me repeat that, ladies and gentlemen. Reject and regret. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Blunt Talk Podcast. We're broadcasting today from the third floor of my gym, X Fitness, Welland, Ontario, Canada. X Fitness is committed to lift in mind, body, and soul, and to the celebration of good inspirational news only. Here's real life lesson number 8,799 that I've taught to football players for 40 years and college law enforcement students for 2 decades. Reject and regret. This is the most important message that you're going to hear on any podcast today. I've posted it on my Instagram account at XFitnessWelland. It's the most important social media post you will read today. Reject and regret means this. You have 2 choices every single day of your life, including today. Accept challenges or reject challenges. Fight through challenges or run away from them. Fighting challenges builds outlier strength in mind, body, and soul. The Darwinian process chews up the weak. Rejecting challenges leads to regret. Guaranteed. The worst psychological hell is living with regret. The worst regret is looking back at rejected challenges. The number one worst regret is looking back at rejected challenges, those rejected opportunities to grow. Regret leads to darkness and depression. The main cause of rejecting any challenge and growth opportunity is excuses. Excuses that the mind attacks you with. Your biggest excuse is your biggest weakness. Let me repeat that. Your biggest excuse is your biggest weakness. Old excuses, new excuses, recycled excuses, innovative excuses. Your mind will come up with all kinds of them. Until you condition your mind to stop making excuses, you will be a victim of all your excuses. Never, ever let the hell of your past obstruct the present. It doesn't matter what hurt you or who hurt you. Letting hurt stop you lets someone else win by default. Every challenge that you reject will be accepted by someone else. Let me repeat that. Every challenge that you reject, it will be accepted by someone else. Every opportunity that you reject will not be rejected by your competition. I repeat, no message you will read today or hear today on social media or podcast is more impactful than this. Your future health is at stake. Top 1,000 workout song of the day, Enter Sandman by Metallica, the live version from the iconic album Binge and Purge. Released in 1993, year 24 of my 49-year workout streak. It is a masterpiece.
Reach your personal best. Build your team's best. Buy Gino Arcaro's book, Soul of a Lifter, available in softcover or ebook at Amazon.com.
Tonight is Friday night, Friday, December 28th. It's the Friday between Christmas and New Year's where people are partying and binging. Friday night in the hashtag basement at X Fitness in Welland, 2 strong women accepted a challenge that only 1.4% of humans will ever accept. The reason is a level of outlier mental toughness that they have developed. It has to be experienced to be believed. I've heard it now for the past week, all of December. Here's what I've heard. It's hard to eat right during Christmas and New Year's. It's hard to stay in shape. It's hard to work out during the holidays. Please spare me. Don't use Christmas as an excuse for your binging. I'm saying that from the bottom of my heart. I am not going to be part of your problem. I won't. I coached football for 40 years, and I told my football players, I will never coddle you. I'm not going to be a co-conspirator in you getting out of shape by binging and partying and using Christmas as an excuse that you can't eat right. 2 women's lifters worked out at 6:30 and 8:30 again tonight, Friday night. Friday night. Right in the middle between Christmas and New Year's. I didn't force them. I did not force them to come. One has been working out only 25 months. The other one's been working out 16 months. They haven't been working out for 25 years and 16 years. Here's what they did. It's in their blood. Working out is in their blood. They worked out on December 23rd. They worked out on December 26th. They took Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, and that's it. They didn't give me any excuses. They didn't say, oh, you know what, I binged, I got parties. They make their own schedule. They hand me a schedule, I show up. My women's lifting team are strong women. They're strong mind, body, and soul. They've learned that if you want to look great, you can't make excuses for every holiday, because if it's not Christmas, it'll be New Year's, then it'll be Valentine's Day, then it'll be the 4th of July, July 1st. It'll be someone's birthday, and on and on and on and on. Here's my point. I have a saying that I've told my students and athletes, and now I tell these women lifters, I will never drive you to the gym, but I will drive you in the gym. You show up on your own free will, and I will spill my guts for you to get you in shape. If you can't stop making excuses, you will be just like the 98.6% who will take weeks off at Christmas, lose their shape, and start over from scratch, and then cry about it and blame everybody. Why am I being so intense about it? I'm trying to motivate you. I don't scold you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't scold anybody. No human has ever pushed me to go to the gym. No human has ever pushed me in the gym. And no human has ever pushed me away from a food table. I've had to do it myself. If you're saying to yourself, oh man, you know what? I can't live like that. I need to party. Go ahead, go party. Don't confuse my message. Please do not confuse my message. The toughest exercise of all is the exercise of free will. Free will. I am not like everybody else in the fitness industry that posts the same old bullshit about eat right. Don't eat too much at Christmas. Don't get out of shape. Join X Fitness. I don't do that. I don't. Check out all my social media. I don't post that nonsense. Here's what I'm telling you. You call me, I will coach you, and I'll never lie to you. I'll push you, and I'll push you, and I'll push you in a progression so that you will become exactly like the 2 strong women that showed up on a Friday night, 26th, 27th, 28th of December, right smack in the middle between Christmas and New Year's. They showed up. They showed up, and on top of that, they recorded personal bests. This is how strongly I feel about it. I'm going to conclude this message by saying this. You can do the exact same. So can you. You can do it too. You can do it if you will just stop making excuses. If you'll just stop telling yourself how hard it is to stop eating at Christmas, like as if somebody's forcing you to eat. Oh, by the way, I'm not scolding you. I do the same to myself. I drive myself to the gym. No pun intended. I drive myself to the gym. I drive myself in the gym. People think that because I'm a gym owner, somehow or another, I'm going to lie to them and say, hey man, it's okay. You know what? You can binge, you can party. Oh, you'll lose that weight. Losing weight is hell. I've been there. I have fought fat my entire life. I was born with the obesity gene. I was an obese, dysfunctional 12-year-old. I know exactly what it's like to be fat and out of shape. I know what it's like that if I ate like a slob at Christmas, New Year's, and every other holiday and birthdays, I'd be so grossly out of shape. I know that. I'm with you. I'm on your side. I am on your side. Don't ever confuse me as some guy who's scolding you, because that's for the rest of the fitness industry on your social media with their scolding and nonsense that they're posting about diets. I'm a coach. A coach is different. I will coach you. Guaranteed. 100% fact. However, I'm going to say it just one more time. I'm not going to apologize for repeating myself. I don't coddle anyone, including myself. I do not coddle myself in the gym. I worked out twice Friday night, twice Thursday night, twice Wednesday night, because the two strong women asked me to work out those days. I am not going to turn them down. That kind of dedication has to be rewarded, because I'm a coach. I've done that for 4 decades. When my football players wanted to work out, I dropped everything. I did. I worked out with them. Why? Because that's my calling. Your calling is something that you can't reject, because if you reject your calling, you will regret that one. That one you'll regret over and over again. Your calling, ladies and gentlemen, is tied into this entire message. Do yourself a favor. Hire a coach. Change your mindset. I'm not obsessed with working out. I'm obsessed with working out when I'm there. I have a huge life. It's way beyond working out. If you think that this is all I do is flex in the mirror, you're wrong. You'll never see a selfie of me flexing in the mirror. I don't talk bodybuilding or muscles to anyone. Read the introduction to my book, Soul of a Lifter. Everything that I love to do, I hate talking about it. I will not spend my whole life talking about muscles. However, I will build you muscles. Blunt Talk Podcast is on a mission to reach and lift all 7 billion humans on planet Earth, because I have seen horrific waste of talent, waste of God-given gifts and talents, wasted potential in student athletes who fell victim to drugs and alcohol and a whole bunch of other temptations that ruined their lives and even killed them. If you were in my position, if you coach these people are my family. They're my football family. They're my lifting family. And I've seen people get their ass kicked by real life, and I will do whatever it takes to lift them. Now I want to lift the whole world. That's what my mission is. In just 3 years, Blunt Talk Podcast has reached over 45,000 listeners in 83 countries, and we are grateful, and we are proud, and we are privileged, and we are honored, but that's nowhere near our goal, and we will not quit. Not now, not ever. I will not make excuses. I can make all kinds of excuses and say how hard it is, and why am I doing this? I won't. I strongly recommend that you do the same with your goal, with your calling. Don't quit. Please continue sending your comments and questions to podcast@ginoarcaro.com. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. So much love to our worldwide audience. Blessings and all good things. Peace.
Don't waste your potential. Don't waste your team's potential. Buy Soul of a Lifter now.